Hello, hello. What we got going on here? If anybody comes on, good morning. Good boarded. Good boarded. Good boarded. Good boarded. How is y'all doing? What's that? Sandy, good morning, darling. How are ya? Hoping everything's going good with you. Yep. I'm just sitting back here in the backyard. I'm back in Florida. I'm in Jacksonville. I got here a day ago. Drove my truck. Drove Jolene. She's parked out front, of course. Ran like a trooper. Yep. I did make it back safely. It didn't have any problems whatsoever. I put up a little video on the travel, little places that I stopped. Holly, good morning, sister. Good morning. How are ya? Y'all, I ain't done a live in a while. You have to excuse my scratchy voice. I'm still having my first cup of coffee. Yeah. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. I figured, well, hell, I'll just go ahead and do a live this morning. It is so nice. It's so pleasant here this morning. The weather is just excellent. I think that's one thing that I'm going to actually enjoy. Holly says she's good. Holly said, I'm good. Camping, freezing my ass off. LOL. Girl, get that fire going. Get that big old fire going. Where you camping at, Holly? Well, you may not want to disclose everything, that triangulation thing. I might have to come visit you at your campsite, roast some marshmallows with you. Have some Grumpy Acres Farm. It's still pitch black here. Good morning. Widow's Diary, good morning, and good morning, sister. Well, that's one thing I like about Florida is that it gets light early, but it gets dark early too. Coming from Texas, the sun will stay up till damn near 9:30, 10 o'clock during the summer. Pine Barrens in Jersey. Never been to New Jersey before, ever. Can y'all hear me okay? I hope so. Yep, I certainly hope so. That's plastic over there. That's real thick plastic I had on my truck. It's just piled up over there in case y'all are seeing that. Thank you, Sandy, 5x5. Widow, PJ, thank you, 5x5. Thank you. That's just a bunch of extra stuff. Okay, we're trying to start a garden. You remember all that hoo-ha? Yeah. Coffee! Good morning. Girl, I was just talking about you. Got my first cup this morning. Yippers. We gonna do that garden over there. Well, we got moles. There's moles in the ground. Let's just take a little walk here for a second, okay? You gotta watch where I'm walking. So, until I can figure out how to alleviate the moles, I don't really want to eradicate them. I'd like to catch one, is what I'd like to do. But anyway, I want to show y'all something, okay? This is where we were going to have the garden. You can still kind of see the outline. And Tomcat had come out here and dug it all up. Well, of course, things just didn't happen that way. Like I said, because of the moles and then the dirt. But what we did do is we tried to Coffee's on her second cup of coffee. What we did do was we kind of tried to experiment a little bit. And Tomcat come out here and we planted potatoes inside this old laundry basket. Now these potatoes have been growing for about, I say 2 months, at least 2 months. And so it's starting to work. Now this is a corny little thing, but I seen it on YouTube, and I thought, well, let's try that. A mole can't get in there, you know. But the potatoes are looking good. They're just russet potatoes, that's all. That's all. And I figured, well, let's give that a try until I can figure out how to get rid of these moles. I mean, let me see if I can find one of the little burrows. You got to be careful because they, come on, let's see where they had that storm. The lawnmowers, the landscapers, they did not come, of course, during the storm. Oh, looky here. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's the little things in life that you got to be appreciative for and about. Look at this. Oh, isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? I can't find my turtle. He's around here somewhere. Turtle. But anyway, so I did some research on the moles, and of course I'm trying to do everything organic and as friendly as possible for the little critters. You know, they got rights too. They were here before we were, anyway. But let's see. Well, we got this big old side of backyard over here too. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, so those are the potatoes over there. Yeah. Yeah. Coffee says you get a wood mallet, whack them on the top of their heads. You get the prize for getting the most. Grumpy says that you get your pizza, listen to some folk music sung by bears too. But yeah. Well, so the research that I did is I can dig down a little bit and I can put a barrier like in, you know, around the garden area. Things like that. There's certain, I forget what they are right now, certain herbs and smells that you can put down around it, around the garden area, excuse me, to alleviate the moles and stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. If I had to live out the garden, we'd be dead. We'd be eating grass. Yeah. Thank you, PJ. I had an excellent drive. There's a lot of places that I wanted to stop. Well, I was supposed to stop at KP's, you know that. Yes, Coffee, I'm back in Florida. I'm here in Jacksonville. And then I was supposed to come by your place too. I did go by Nunya's and Frenchie's and stayed the night there. Excellent folks, beautiful place. You know, but we've been knowing each other for, well, let me recant that. We have been chatting and talking for several years now. We have actually, believe it or not, hi Teresa, good morning, darling. We have not actually ever met in person. And so y'all know that, y'all who have been following me for a while, that my goal initially was to drive around the country and meet every last one of y'all. Well, a mole windmill. I've never heard of a mole windmill before, Grumpy. Grumpy, I don't even know why you're not blue. Let's go ahead and make you blue. Sorry about that. There you go. That ought to fix it. But, you know, I drove as much as I could. Now, my back and stuff and my legs and my feet, I mean, the first night that I got here, I had nothing but major spasms in my back, my legs, and my feet. Some people call them Charlie horses. I call them major back spasms. Of course, I alleviate it with natural herbal remedies instead of taking the pharmaceutical poisons. And of course, with the help of Tomcat, him trying to, massage the muscles and work the muscle spasms out. Um, Other than that, I just had to deal with it. But yeah, the drive it was long, but it was fast. Lehman's Mole Chasing Meal. Okay, that'll work. I'll check that out here in just a little bit. You know, I still got my robe and my pajamas on, y'all. Yeah. But I was just thinking with and travel. When I travel, I don't really listen to music. Well, for one, I get really super paranoid about my vehicle. 36 and cold, girl. Sounds like wintertime. But I don't listen to music when I travel. For one, Jolene is like 23, fixing to be 24 years old. She ran like a trooper. I stopped in, where was it? Somewhere in Louisiana. And, no, it wasn't Louisiana. I'm sorry. I was coming out of Texas. And I stopped and got some fuel. And no sooner did I, fill that tank up and go to drive off, about 5-10 miles later, my check engine light came on. Well, my son just paid, $1,600 to get Jolene road ready and taken care of, because she's just been sitting up the last, 3 years, almost 4. And hadn't really had no maintenance done to her or anything like that. I really neglected my vehicle. Well, I put that gas in there, that check engine light come on. And I was like, I'll be damned. Them son of a bitches, they done gave me some bad freaking gas, And I know what it was. It threw out my throttle positioning sensor again. For some reason, when the fuel has ethanol in it, 10% ethanol, it wreaks havoc on my truck. And so we just had that throttle position sensor replaced. It's not a hard fix. It's an easy fix. It's just that I can't see to do it. And I can't lean over the front of my truck, or climb up underneath it to do the things that I need to do. So I'm going to show Tomcat how to do that for me. Well, Teresa, on the truck, she made it fine. Okay, Jolene made it fine. It just kind of threw my idle off a little bit, and stuff. I mean, it's still runnable. It still drives just fine. No issues like that. It's just the check engine light's on. It will have to be replaced. It'll wreak havoc on fuel consumption and things like that. But on the music, the reason why I didn't listen to music is because I took those 24 hours as an opportunity to really decipher and go through everything that is going on and make a judgment call on, this was just a self-realization part, on what I'm doing and what my goals are. They're intact. They're intact for my survivability, for my continuity of mindfulness. And so I meditated and just listened and watched and captured negative thoughts, panicky thoughts, anxiety type thoughts that, I know we're all feeling those things. We're all feeling it. I know we are. There's no way that we cannot, or we wouldn't be doing all this. That's why we prep. That's why we homestead, Yep. Yes. That's what I was getting at, Teresa. A long ride while being in your head is also therapeutic. Yes. And so I didn't have any outside distractions other than the views on the road. And if you're just sitting there and you're driving down the road and you're looking at the country and the different states that you're passing through, and you see them for what they really are, the earth, nature, it seems very, very peaceful. It's just all that garbage that, comes in, and then of course garbage will come out. But so I cleared my mind really well, grounded myself, enjoyed the opportunity that I can still move freely throughout the country without having to show papers or without being stopped. Um, you know, um, hmm yeah, road trips are good for the soul, for real. I truly suggest those for people who are. It is not anything. I wanted to get here as quickly as possible, but I didn't allow that rush, 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 rush. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry, and pass everything by. I actually stopped and smelled the roses along the way. Now, yes, I didn't get to go by KP's or PJ's, um, because it just didn't work out that way. But in the future, Tomcat and I, we have goals that we are going to meet, and we're going to make our rounds and, say hi to everybody and things like that, because it's a village, and we may not always get along, but our goals. Thank you, PJ. I'm glad you liked it. It was a little bit longer than what I thought, but yeah, our goals are set, and we're going to achieve those goals. And I suggest, getting out of your comfort zone. Push yourself. I got to see what was going on in 5 different states. Texas, I didn't see any type of alarming issues such as like military, trains or convoys. Didn't see any of it in Louisiana. I didn't see any of it in Mississippi. Didn't see any of it in Alabama. And I haven't seen any of it in Florida. And normally I'll take all the back roads. But I got to a point to where after that check engine light came on, I thought, you know what? You might ought to go ahead and jump on a highway and instead of taking a back road. And I did. And it allowed me that comfort in my mind that, okay, if something happens mechanically with my vehicle and it stops on the side of the road, I mean, I've got all my stuff in here, right? I can at least call a truck stop and they will come tow me to the truck stop. Because, there's the thing about truck stops is they're about 100 miles apart. All of them about 100 miles apart. That's why you see them in clusters. And then every now and then you'll see an outlier, because there's a need for that outlier. You drive in on the highway and you're like, okay, at the next one I'll stop. Well, something happens, you get real tired all of a sudden, you got to go to the bathroom, you need to get fuel, you didn't, calculate your fuel consumption properly, and there's that little out of the way place that you can stop that just happens to be right there. Those are really cool. So that's why I jumped on the highway. I was very nervous, but because I know that the highway is monitored. Okay, yes, here we go. Paranoia, paranoia, paranoia. I know, girl, I've got extra parts too, but I don't have a throttle positioning sensor. Nanya, good morning. I don't have that. And I do not have the ability anymore to actually work on my vehicle myself like I used to. Now, I can tell you where everything's at and how to do everything on my truck and most vehicles. The newer vehicles, those are made to take to a certified mechanic, because you have all that, extra little crap going on. Jolene, she's old enough to where pretty much I could do her if I could see how to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I needed to fix her like that. The same with like changing a tire. You know, yeah, I can do it. I know how. Let me put it like this: I know how to do it because I've done it before. It's just because of my back, I wouldn't be able to move the tire, lift the tire, take the tire off, and all the things that it takes to do that stuff. And them tires are really fucking heavy, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I've got extra parts. I got fucking tools for days. You know, I mean, I grew up with my dad working on cars and stuff and in the oil field. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But I was thinking, if I didn't know anything, nothing at all, everything would be perfect right there. But the world is just on fire, it seems like. And I must say, you got to get to where you want to be at, you know, when the shit hits the fan. Because if you're not going to get there. But what made me paranoid about driving the highways is about every 150, 200 foot, there were towers, and the towers had cameras. Everything. Oh, I had a Ford Explorer too, girl. I love my Ford Explorer, Holly. Have you seen the new ones? Holly, you just keep on typing. Those fingers will warm up, darling. Better get that fire going, girl. Holly, you gotta get that fire going. But yeah, so there were cameras everywhere. I hated that. I mean, there's cameras everywhere. You know, Big Brother watches you from every freaking where. There ain't nowhere. And I thought, you know what? Here goes my mind. CSI type shit. If anything happens to me, you know, let's say I disappear, the cameras on the highway have shown my last, 150 feet. Shit. You can't pull into nothing without being tracked and monitored. And I'm like, I hate that shit. So what I want to let y'all know is that Tomcat and we are going to go look at some land here in the next week or so. We might go today. I'm not sure. Depends. You know, just kind of ride around a little bit and go look at these pieces of land. We can't do fire in Jersey today. We are in a #2 drought warning, LOL. What the fuck is their problem? Girl, dig you a pit. Put it down in the ground. Yeah, dig you a pit, put it down in the ground, conceal it. But they'll probably see your smoke. That fucking sucks. Why can you go camping without a fucking fire? Holly lives, look in Alachua County, Florida. Alachua, Florida. Too many Ranger Bobs around. You know, that's a sign of the fucking times right there. That's the kind of shit that sets me clean the fuck off. You're out here camping, enjoying fucking nature, and they got a fucking fire ban. Okay? Alright. Yeah, I can understand that there's a lot of people out there who are irresponsible, but us type people, Holly, we're responsible. You know what I'm saying? We're responsible. We know how to control our fires and things like that. Boy, it's a sad day in America when you can't go out to the woods and build a fire. Oh, Nunya. Yeah, see, Nunya saying, look outside of Florida. Homeowner insurance is going to be unaffordable. Well, Nunya, we're not going to buy a home. We're not going to buy any land that's been developed. We're looking at undeveloped. Yes, we're going to start from the ground up. Yep. We're not going to buy no house. You know, our house might be a fucking shed. For all I know, our house might be, I don't know. but we're not going to buy no home. We're going to look for undeveloped land. Specifically, I was wanting to look towards the north, a little bit farther north than where we're at now, here from Jacksonville, up by that National Forest Reserve by Florida-Georgia line, somewhere in that area. I want to be at least 100 miles from the coast. Why? Well, we should know why. But with that being said, now even that is not safe when it comes to manufactured and generated weather anomalies. And I think we need to get ready for a bunch more of those. Oh yeah, by Gainesville. I want to go a little bit farther north than that. That's a little bit farther north by the Ochiquawa, whatever. I can't speak Native American. I got Texas lingo. It don't even make no fucking sense sometimes. But, yeah, we're going to get some undeveloped land. And we're going to start from scratch right there. We'll be totally off-grid. I do not want electricity, okay? I don't want electricity. I want to use lanterns and pig oil, fat, lard oil lamps. You know, I want to get as 1800s as I fucking can get. Lake Okeechobee Wabi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not your father. I'm not your father, Luke. Don't start, widow. Give me the tripping and shit. I ain't even fucking smoked yet this morning. Shit. I better smoke one off that. But I want an outhouse. I don't want plumbing. I want to go back as far as I can fucking go back. You know, and that's just me. That's not for everybody. Now, it takes some adjustment, I know. But after being out in the woods, in the national forest, and seeing everything, I think the farther off grid, the better. Now, once I get out there, I won't be getting on here. Because she's got... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Grumpy. Wait a minute. I can't even... Hold on. I'm going to make myself laugh. Fuck. Darth Vader sounds like Rocky because he's got a Texas accent. Oh, fuck. I can't even do it now. I can't even do it now. I was going to do a... Adrian! Hey, yo, Adrian, I'm not your father. But yeah, I want to get far, far out there. I don't want to have any fucking electronics. I don't want to have a fucking phone. I don't want to have a computer. I don't want anything that takes any modern technology whatsoever. None. That's just me. That's my mindset. I don't want to be dependent on them for shit. Not a damn thing. Not communications, nothing. Send me smoke signals or come and see me at my door. You know what I'm saying? You'll know where I'm at. You come see me. Write me a letter. If you have to write me a letter to the next town where I got to go in the town to check the mail, if I even receive mail, you know. Yeah, some of it's gonna be a long shot, but I can tell you right now, them folks up in Oklahoma, they live way up there back in the damn woods. They ain't got shit but a bus to live in. But no, that's what I want. I want an outhouse. I want to dig an outhouse. And I want my well inside my cabin. You know, I want to dig the well, have my cabin around it, have my outhouse about 100 yards from the house, down from the well, south of the well, so it won't contaminate my well. I want to build my own chimney out of rock, cut the trees down, on the land and build a log cabin. Yes, I understand that, people have said, well, you gotta let them them logs, season and stuff like that. Well, I'll go back to it like this. 150 years ago, 200 years ago, whenever they were building their houses out there, they didn't wait a year for the logs to season. They cut the damn shit down, they cut it, and they put it together like Lincoln logs. Sounds easier, said than done. But they fucking did it. If my ancestors could do that shit, so the fuck can I. There's a house that my great 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 grandfather built. I know, I seen those cedars. I love your place. I almost just disappeared over there in the woods. I was like, but then everybody think I disappeared at your place and never heard from again. I didn't want to, tarnish your reputation, none you, by living out in the woods. Oh, I do want to say that them chihuahuas running across the road, you see, none of you's got a pack of chihuahuas, okay? Especially if you're blind in one eye and can't see out the other. And them damn chihuahuas, they just run across the freaking road, okay? So I get up there and I was like, look at all the damn chihuahuas. I get up there, they ain't no chihuahuas, they're baby goats. I was like, damn it. I almost, see, if I would have had room, I would have left a 20 on the fence post and said, took a baby goat. Love you, done you. Love you, Frenchie. See you later. I know they're great lawnmowers. But it was the funniest thing because I was like, what the fuck is he doing with chihuahuas up here? I know he's got every kind of animal you can think of, but chihuahuas? I get up there by that fence. It's the damn baby goats. They were so cute. They were cute. But I thought that was the funniest thing. But yeah, I didn't have no room, Oh yeah, you definitely known I was from Texas, traveling across the country with a damn goat in the damn front seat beside me. Yeah. I know, me and a goat going down the road. There ain't no telling what y'all might catch me doing, But yeah, that's what I want to do. Build that fucking log house. Log cabin as primitive. It can have a dirt fucking floor. I do not care. See, that's to the point to where I'm at. I want to go as primitive as I can. Other than living in a cave, because a lot of y'all said you bug out. You can't just go live in a cave. Well, yes, I can, but there might be a bear in there too. Okay, and all the good caves that I found is in the Appalachians, the Ozarks, up in the Ozarks. Wonderful cave system up there. So also in Central Texas has wonderful cave system too. And so that idea kind of floated away, but the log cabin and the primitive homesteading life, like the settlers and things like that, is something that I've wanted to do for years and years. And Tomcat and I were on the same page on a lot of things. And I think we're going to get it done. I know we're going to get it done. Let's see. Holly says we purchased a calf years ago and drove home with him in the back seat of the car. Right? Bears don't like to share. Just saying. Might have to make a rug first. I know. I want a bearskin coat. I want to come out of there. I want to come out the mountains looking like Grizzly Bugout. You know how Grizzly Adams was. And I forget that little sidekick he had up there in the mountains with him, his partner, to come down. And he's always had those big old coats on and those big old bear skins. Yeah. Oh, I had a goat that went on tour with the Eagles band. They're a bunch of freaks. What the hell are they taking a goat with them for? Freaky deakies. Freaks. Goats on tour. Goats on tour. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's y'all's thoughts on the increasingly oh, they delivered to beef farms. How cool is that? What's y'all's thoughts on this hoo-ha that they call an election coming up? What you think we're going to see? Put your predictions in the chat. Put your predictions in the chat. Because, I've been playing Apocalypse Bingo. And on my Apocalypse Bingo, I got the four corners the other day. I actually bingoed the other day. And, I'm almost at a blackout on some of my cards. Holly feels like an old goat. Oh, come on, Holly. Come on now. An old nanny goat. You feel like an old nanny goat? Them goats got good milk. Oh, yeah. Trump gets it. Financial disaster. Okay. None of you done put his prediction down. He done put his prediction down. What's y'all's prediction on that hoo-ha they call an election? Well, good morning, baby. I'm doing a live right now. No, you're okay. You're okay. I got the camera pointed over here. Teresa said, "Will they certify it?" That would be definitely happening if they let him win. Ned, y'all have been talking about President Trump. He gets it. Yeah. Well, all them. You're in cahoots. They're all in cahoots and stuff. And everything. Everybody says morning, darling.
Somebody said morning back.
He said morning back. Yeah, Holly, I know that's what we need is prayers. God is gonna, he says hello, everybody. Well, it's only gonna affect us if we comply with their bullshit. Widow says hello. Nunya, Teresa, Holly. That's right. Gotta keep on prepping. That's why I always put keep on prepping, keep on prepping, keep on prepping. Just keep on fucking prepping. And do not comply. Wherever you can find an area that you do not have to fucking comply. No, I'm not inciting anarchy, okay? But I am inciting people's ability to think for themselves and to recognize when they've been bamboozled by the puppet holder, string holder, Riri's up there. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And I ain't even started smoking yet. Yeah. I know, Nunya. I was talking to him about that. He said to tell you thank you. I think he said thank you on social media. But yeah, I want him to see what it's about, it because we're going to be starting from the very, very bottom. And the wonderful thing about the bottom is that the only way through it is through up and through progress. Yep. Yep. That's why you keep camping. That's right. That's right. Living without those luxuries, for folks like us. There's some folks in the chat, we won't say who they are, but they've been having their shit going on for a long time. They got their shit on tight lockdown. They know what the fuck they've been preparing and doing this stuff way longer as far as like the homesteading and things like that. I didn't prepare like that. I don't have regrets, but I do look back and I think if I would have changed anything, it wouldn't have worked out the way that it has now. And, it's really hard raising two kids as a single mother and trying to do all that. Now, one thing I did manage to do is that we used to camp all the time. And we prepped, I taught the kids on prepping and things like that. But as far as having the financial resources and the time, I could not take the kids away like I did because I would have to leave them out there by themselves. And then, where the kids grew up, somebody come out there and find your kids by themselves, the state comes in and takes them away from you. See, all that shit, they don't even allow you to live freely. There's always somebody that wants to call 911 or mind somebody else's business number. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not easy. Well, fuck. That was a good hit. Just saying. I'm waking and I'm baking. Waking and baking. And I think, well, I know that they're all in cahoots together. Um, you just kind of have to step back. You got the good cop and you got the bad cop situation, okay? But their whole goal is the fucking same, to get your ass. That's it. The more compliance, the more you become a worker bee, the more that you know, this is some bullshit, okay? This is what I'm getting at. Now, I know Nunya did a video a while back on the registration, driver's license thing or whatever, and all the bullshit that, he had to go through with the state. And I'm sad to say that, yes, all that is true. My truck is, 23, 24 years old, and it still cost me $300 to get it insured, registered, and tagged. The only thing that saved me an extra $100 was that I was already a resident of Texas. Okay? Texas will charge you to become a new resident. Now listen to that fucking shit. And then every year, in order to get that tag, I have to pay the state again to drive on their fucking roads. Well, if I wasn't coming so far, I wouldn't even worried about that shit. I hadn't complied with them as far as all that part goes for a while. But I thought, you know what, I might as well go ahead and comply here for a little bit. So I don't have to pay, 15 different tickets across 5 different freaking states. Yeah, and that's some real shit. Think about that stuff. Just think about your vehicle. You put fuel in it, you're taxed. You go on a toll road, you're taxed. You register your vehicle, you're taxed. You pay your insurance, you're fucking taxed. You have to have an inspection, you're taxed. You have to take a shit, you're taxed on your shit because you got to flush it down their fucking toilet into their water system. You're taxed. Tax, 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 tax. I hate paying taxes unless necessary. They can suck my lily white ass raw. I ain't gonna give them taxes for shit. I ain't paying them nothing other than what I have to, period. I don't care. I already ain't own shit. What difference does it make? And then you gonna buy some land. Guess what? You gotta pay taxes on your land. Even if you homestead it, you still gonna have to pay them taxes. It's just ridiculous. Tax code is from here to tomorrow in paperwork. It's just ridiculous on all that stuff. You're taxed on your groceries. You're taxed on your toilet paper. And then you flush it and you're still taxed on it. Just think about this. Break that shit down. Break it down to what you're actually bring in compared to all the taxes on everything that you pay out and the unnecessary bullshit. I don't know if that old Trump man is going to be able to deliver. He wasn't able to deliver before, and the son of a bitch fucking ushered in Project Warp Speed. What the fuck kind of shit is that? You talking about you for the fucking people and shit, but everybody want to push that shit forward. What the fuck? That's when I lost my respect for that son of a bitch. Yeah, he can do great things. Sure, great, wonderful. Yeah, he's a billionaire. Any billionaire can do fucking great things. But he ain't gonna be able to settle this shit. I guarantee you that. He ain't gonna be able to settle that shit without pushing a fucking button and putting some strong arm fucking aggression in there. That's the only way it's gonna work. Some people are gonna get hurt behind this shit. And then, you know what? Okay. All these Hollywood, Bollywood fuckers. We've been watching them for years and stuff, right? Well, I stopped watching all that shit. I stopped watching all TV, all that shit. Most of the stuff I watch will be on this little fucking phone, on these little channels, and it's very few and far between. It's sometimes it's relevant, sometimes it's irrelevant, sometimes it's pertinent, and it's important. Other times it's just fluff, like monkeys riding fucking bicycles or something. But I turned all that shit off, all of it. And then I went back and I was like, I want to watch some mindless entertainment. Most stupidest idea I've had all year. I want to watch some mindless entertainment. Okay. And I turned it on and I go to look at a movie. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? They literally, it was I could not get off into it like when we were kids and we were mesmerized, by what was going on the TV or the movie, that you could actually just sit there and watch it for 2 hours and not fucking move. I couldn't watch that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? You're so fake, you stupid fuckers. And there's people out here who actually digging this shit. So, you know what I started watching over and over again? The Walking Dead. I said, this is as close to the sign of the times as I can get. And then even on that shit, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? I've been out there and I've done that. It's not gonna work. Whatever, Rick. But yeah, you stay away from, hey, Steel. Good morning, darling. Yeah, you go and you stay away from all that stuff. Even the news broadcast. You can, and you go back, and I mean nothing for like 30, 45 days. Nothing. And you go back and you expose yourself to it. It's like a play. Literally a play on stage. That's the best analogy I can get to it. And Shakespeare was right. All the world's a play. All the world's a stage. Yeah. Steel and Tree said lasted 10 minutes when he was trying to watch The Walking Dead. Yeah, but you'll actually be able to see it. You can see the strings attached. It is just the weird, and this might be me, but it is just the weirdest fucking thing, Gone with the Wind. There's my baby. There's my baby. Yeah. That's true, darling. That is true. He's so good to me. Excuse me. Waking and baking, because I'm a pothead, motherfuckers. I'm a pothead. Ain't no shame in my game. But yeah. That's just, that's my whole take on all this. Yeah, just pulled into the flea market. Steel and Tree, I hope you sell out today. I truly do. I truly do. You have a great day. You have an excellent day. And remember, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Sell it. Sell it. Get everything you can. You leave there empty with a pocket full of money. I used to sell a lot of my artwork and stuff at bazaars and trades and flea markets and on the side of the road. I mean, because I got I was trying to really make my art gallery and my studio, I was trying to do it. And I did it, that wasn't a problem. But I would load my truck up and then find me a spot on the side of the road. If they're selling oranges, guess what? I'm right there beside them selling artwork. Selling what I created. And my goal was, no matter how much money I made, it was more than what I got there with. And I didn't want to load all that shit back up. So you know what? You make me an offer. I know what it's worth to me. But I can tell you what you're going to get. And, it is what it is. And I'll sell left and right. Not a problem. I can sell rocks. Snow to Eskimos. If I was a pimp, I'd sell yes. But I'm not. Just saying. Give the stuff a story. Give the stuff a story. Allow the individual. You got to pull them in. You got to pull them over. Hey, come here for a minute. Let me talk to you. Start talking about something. Find out what they need. Find out what they want. Take commissions. See, it got to where a lot of times I may not sell nothing, but I'd catch a commission. And they'd want something custom done. So I started doing custom work on a lot of my furniture and my art pieces. And half up front, period. Half up front. The rest on delivery. And this is what we got. And I'd always take pictures of the examples of the things that I've sold in the past and people who had bought it, got my resume, my portfolio together and things like that. And I mean, it just skyrocketed. I was selling left and right. I mean, and it got to where I could actually start having the foot traffic to my studio and my gallery, and they were coming in there by appointment only, and I had appointments every fucking day selling something. And now I was also supplementing my income because, a lot of times you have to supplement your income, especially when you're an artist. And so I would work with the elderly, the disabled, and our veterans. And, that was one of the most fulfilling jobs that I did for like 35 years on the side, besides being a professional artist. And it took a lot. It took a whole lot. And it took a lot of sacrifice. It took a lot of tears. But I pushed that. Now, there's a book I suggest everyone look into. You can get them at your library sometimes if they haven't been stolen, and you can get them online maybe still, but it's called NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, and it will help you with insights into the human behavior, into the human psyche. And a lot of places they use this, and one of the prime factors, or the prime places that you can see this in motion is when you go to a car lot. Car lots use a lot of NLP. Just do your research on it. Still and Tree, I have faith in you, darling. You push that stuff. You push that shit. You push it, you push it, you push it. You're your best own voice. Pull them in. Don't let them walk by. Don't let one person walk by your spot without you talking to them. Even if you have to. You know what? You do what you got to do. I have faith in you, darling. Yep. I know. You could put a sign up there that says tip jar too. I used to do that. I put a tip jar. Or I put like a dog food jar. When I had a dog, food for the dog. People always love to feed animals, so, I mean, it is what it is. I had a dog, I needed to feed it. If I didn't sell anything, the dog wasn't going to eat. You see? Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You can't don't allow yourself to get into the mindset of the desperation. The desperation will kill your game every single time. You never have to be desperate, because the only time a person's desperate is when they think they don't have no options. You always have an option. Some of those choices aren't comfortable, but they are choices. See? You see what I'm saying? It's all about the mindset, baby, in everything, even in fucking grocery shopping these days. Do you know how much energy, mental energy it takes to go to the fucking grocery store these days? For real. Really. First of all, you have to deal with idiots, okay? Before you even get there. Then you gotta find a parking place. And they fill up 50,000 empty parking places with handicap stickers. And they don't even have that many handicap carts. What the fuck? Okay? You tell me you got 50 handicap parking places out front and you only have 3 handicap carts. I think there's a lawsuit there. If I was in California, I could probably sue their fucking ass for that shit. Yeah, and then you go in, and then they have that whole store. Now, this is the mindset when you're going into a grocery store, when you're going into any type of business, you're going in there as a mouse in a maze. Where can they lead you to? Where can they grab your attention? Huh? How bright is it? Does it smell good? You know, or the holiday stuff is right up front, so festive, while the diapers and the milk is at the back of the fucking store. They want you to walk through that store. They want you to do that. Everything that's desirable and pushed on social media, on the television, on commercials is at eye level. Okay? There's always some type of music playing. HEB, for instance. HEB's kick fucking ass, okay? They always got fucking classic rock playing in HEB. You go in there and hear freaking AC/DC, Back in Black, or you can hear Queen, or you can hear BTO, or Pat Benatar, or Def Leppard, or Motley Crue, or Led Zeppelin, or, I mean, that's the kind of music they play. Because they want to be hip. They want to be cool, like us, Gen Xers, motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they make those aisles smaller. Check it out. Check it out. When you walk in there, look at it as you're walking into a computer simulated program. And see where they're fucking with your head. Okay? Yeah, stand back and check it out. Once you see it, literally see it and experience it knowingly, consciously, instead of subconsciously, because what they're doing, they're playing to your subconscious. Okay? You'll see what a fucking fiasco circus it is to go to those freaking places or to deal with anybody. It doesn't have to be just a grocery store. It could be a clothing store. It could be let's see, a restaurant. I mean, anything. They're playing to your senses that you're naturally unaware of, but they happen and they occur simultaneously, all by themselves, biologically. Olfactory is a very strong, potent thing, just like oratory is. Auditory. Auditory is, everybody knows that first song they were listening to when, you know, they did what they did, or where they were at as far as auditory, oratory, visually, you were at, on all these senses incur on 211. On fuck, I'm stoned now, y'all. Fuck. See, here we go, down the damn rabbit hole. Might as well call this motherfucker quits. Stoned off my ass. I don't even know where we're at in the chat. Okay, y'all. Spark up another one for the team. Yay. Well, I'm sure he's freaking already froze his ass off, Holly. You said y'all's freezing up there. Fuck. And now he's laughing his ass off. He froze his ass. He's going to be buttless here pretty quick. Sorry. Not sorry. Hello, Blackbird darling. How you doing? How you doing, baby? I showed them your potatoes over there that you planted and stuff. They're coming up real good. Yeah. But you start breaking all this shit down on a psychological level. Oh my gosh, I'm fucking upset. I'm depressed. Oh my gosh, I only see 750,000 antidepressant medication commercials per fucking day. Well, yeah, you're going to be depressed because they're brainwashing you into thinking that that your life ain't right. Your life is just fucking fine. Okay? Anxiety comes from living in the freaking future. That's where they want you to live. They want you to live off in Lululand or back in the past or in a melancholy state or in an oh, whoa, and oh. Everything is just the way it's supposed to be. You get out there, you put your feet in the dirt, and you ground yourself. You ground your... Nunya, Texas, on the back 20, complete with the anal leakage, heart condition, and dry mouth. My mouth is wet, but my ass is dry. But you're not depressed. You just got the shits and giggles. This medicine comes along with shits and giggles. Oh, fuck. Y'all some crazy motherfuckers. That's all I got to say. You keep... Widow, what they gonna do, darling? What they gonna do? They gonna fuck around and find out. Hot coffee, yay, Dawn. Good morning. Good morning. Ah. Yeah, those sternos, they are pretty cool. You know what really sucks is that y'all can't build a fire, Holly. Tina Ladybug, good morning, sister. Good morning. Miss Metal, is she on? I didn't even think if she was going live today. I just wanted to stop on here and, see what was up. Let y'all all know so I didn't have to tell y'all 50 different times and 50 different fucking chats. That shit gets old. We're stalking each other in everybody's fucking chat. Hey, again. What the fuck was up with that shit? I've been on the internet for 12 fucking hours in 79,000 different chats. I am chatted fucking psyched out. I'm stoned. But for real, we can only tell our story so many times. And so I just figure I'd get on here, tell it all at one time. That's the impatience. My mother used to tell me, oh, you're going to be lucky if, you find anybody or if you have any kids because you're just impatient. You're hostile. You're hostile. See, I grew up hearing that I was hostile my entire life, and I think I'm pretty fucking hostile now, motherfucker. Fuck around and find out, huh, PJ? There. Miss Meadow. There you are, darling. I was just talking about you. You knew it. I didn't know if you was on or not. I didn't even think to about that. It just come to my mind and stuff, but yes. Yeah. What do you mean you pee? You said I pee. I pee too. I'll tell you what, them little roadside parks I stopped at, those little visitor centers, I'm telling you right now, GPS can suck fucking dick, okay? For the simple fact being, is that bitch got me all turned around. Somebody called and interrupted my GPS, okay? Listen to this, okay? This is an inside story for y'all. Y'all want to hear some fucked up shit? Yeah, that's why I hate technology. So GPS, woohoo! I've got my little GPS going, headed to Nunya's and Frenchie's place, right? Okay. Phone rings. I'm just like, I'm not answering the damn thing because I can't hear the bitch talk when she tells me the directions with all the extra noise. So I didn't answer the call. And so I'm just riding along, cruising on that back road that y'all seen, right? Yeah, just cruising. And I start seeing Durant, my deal. I'm halfway to fucking Oklahoma. I'm 5 miles from the damn fucking Texas-Oklahoma border. Dee, here's your fucking sign. I had to turn around, I guess about 2 hours, and drive back towards Nunya's place. I was pissed clean the fuck off. If I could have reached through that phone and pulled out Google's fucking voice box, I would have. Son of a bitches. Yes. So I was like, okay, you're not going to let that ruin your day. You're not going to let that ruin your day. I got to see some extra little countryside and stuff. I was like, hell, I'm only 4 hours from Oklahoma City. I might as well just drive to Oklahoma City since I'm out driving the fucking wilderness. Trying to listen to Google or not. That's not the only time it did that. It did it again. I think it was... Where was I coming through? I was coming from Mississippi into Mobile. And it did that. It took me on a whole different fucking route. PJ, I was down there by the boats, darling. I was like right down there by the boats. I could just drove my truck off, right off into one of them big old boats. I got to see the fighter ship Alabama. I wanted to stop and take pictures and stuff, but the traffic was pushing my ass on down the road, and it went from a little country road to the major freaking highway, and then down the damn Google bitch just had me going all kinds of places. I'm like, bitch, if I had you in front of me, I'd whoop your motherfucking ass for this stupid shit. Who you gonna fight when it comes to that kind of shit? Who you gonna take it out on? Yeah. Yep. Yep. So it did that twice on me. Now, granted, I had my atlases. I had my maps, okay? So I wasn't really concerned at that point. It was just the aggravation. Like, I listened to this motherfucker. I listened to this fucking computer tell me where the fucking goes. Fuck this shit. That's the mindset shit. You're not going to tell me shit, computer, because you're not telling me right no way. You know what I'm saying? I think about that kind of stuff. This is the kind of... Dan H., what are you doing, darling? I'm glad you're here. You can do, you can take that same mindset when you go to your doctors and stuff like that, and see if they fucking gaslight your ass. Don't let them get away with shit. Make them motherfuckers accountable for every word that comes out their damn mouth. I mean, put them on the hot seat. What they gonna do? Refuse to see you? Or because you called their ass out on some shit? You can do it in a nice, kind, friendly manner without saying one vulgarity, and they can't say shit back to you. That's the best thing, to whoop somebody's ass with words, and they ain't got shit they can say or do, but they will try and get physical. Well, come find out the physical way. Fuck around and find out, as PJ would say. Toting all that shit on her hips, looking like Annie Oakley down there in Alabama. Yeah. I know we're all in this together. And see, you get crazy fuckers like me in the mix, but we're all outliers. We're all crazy to an extent. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where, you know what, we're going to get this shit done. We are not going to comply with their fucking ass. We see through their bullshit. And you know what? I'm going to be like the gingerbread man. Catch me if you can, bitch. Yeah. I know. All right, y'all. You're my kind of crazy, darling. Mr. Tomcat's World, you're my kind of... So, here comes the Here comes the shit starter. He got baking hours. He just thinks he runs this shit. Look, here he comes. Here he comes. Gonna make a. There he is. Look at him. Come here, Oscar. Oscar, come here. Come here. He's like, hell no. I'm fixing to go piss on everything. I'm gonna go take a dump. I'm gonna take a piss. I'm gonna be a dog. And this is my kingdom. Let me see what's going on over here. He's trying to smell, see if any other animal don't piss and shit in the yard. It is what it is. Nobody wants to talk about dog shit today. Other than the fucking government. They're full of dog shit. Look, see, he said, kiss my ass. He put his ass up in the fucking air. He's a really good dog. Oscar is well trained. Aren't you, Oscar? You well trained? He's got a hair lip. Have y'all ever seen Oscar's hair lip? Hair lip dog. That's what I call him, hair lip dog. I know he's been looking for the turtle. I thought the turtle was out here running around today, but I think it was just an old stray cat because I heard it meow. Could have been a Jacksonville panther. Well, you know, they say they got panthers around here. Yep. All right, y'all. Well, we gonna cut this one short. No dog shit kisses. Just say, I know. Well, yeah, no. Oh, that's too early. Oh, we already been showing our asses on here, Mrs. Metal. Ass not showing is optional. Okay, but you are allowed to show your ass. You know that. Yeah. What you got over there? What is it? What is it? Is it your shadow? All right. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Do the do things. That's all I can tell you. Get to where you want to be and be there. Because you may not have a chance to get there. If that makes any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying. We can decipher the code later. Keep up with your apocalypse bingo. And put a post somewhere on if you get a bingo. Okay? Love y'all. Ciao, baby. I'm gone. I'm out of here. We're done. We're making like a tree. We're going to leave. All right. Say ciao.